man's not hot. I tell her man's not hot. The girl told me, take off your jacket. I said, babe, man's not hot ever.
Yo, people, welcome back to The Fix, brought to you by Night The Fix. The Fix comes to you courtesy of A-Bar Restaurant and Lounge. A-Bar more than just a bar. It's your boy Nara here with Ari. Big up DJ Burns, big up other productions in the building right now. We have some special guests joining us. A returning guest and a new guest. I like the returning guest bringing this guest. I like it.
She was here the last time.
Yeah, but she never in the building and she never sit down beside me.
Oh, Lord.
I'm talking about Debbie Bissoon.
Oh, Lord.
Today you have her. Today you have her.
What?
Oh, for real?
Today
I have Ari.
Alright, cool. Big up yourself.
I don't understand. I'm not even going to try to wrap my mind around.
It's a deal.
I meant
No,
for
it's
the
not.
interview.
Oh, no. It's not no deal.
What's up, though, people?
Hey, guys.
We good.
Did you introduce Donovan and Debbie? You said that?
Yeah, Donovan.
Okay.
Yeah, Debbie. Yeah, Debbie. Oh.
I never sure.
I'm Donovan Watkis. I'm Donovan Watkis.
I'm Debbie Bissoon.
And you're here to talk about, we've had Donovan on the show and he was talking about his book, Coloring Culture, a kaleidoscopic anthology of essays. And how has that been doing? How people have been receiving the work that you put out?
Both books. This is my second book, and both books have been doing tremendously well. Not just here, but everywhere. People send me messages, emails, posts about it. One letter in particular touched me, and I speak about it everywhere. A young lady wrote to me, handwritten letter. She's from Portmore. She said she bought the book. No, she said she borrowed the book.
Okay.
And she read it. And when she read it, she was so moved and touched. Her life actually changed and started a new passage because she has 4 kids and she was contemplating suicide.
Wow.
And when she read the book, she realized that she too has a purpose because that's the position of the book, for everybody to find their own purpose. And purpose meaning every day only doing what matters to you. Don't do nothing that don't matter to you.
And this is after reading Coloring Culture?
Reading J.R.'s Hope.
Right.
Which is the first book.
Yeah, I started reading that one.
And that touched me because that's why I write. I write, first of all, to heal myself and my family, but I write to heal everybody that might read it. You read the book.
Yeah, I read this one, Coloring Culture, and I'm reading J.R.'s Hope.
And a lot of times when I reread, I'm like, I didn't write this. This is from the Lord. Because the inspiration come at a particular time, and I just write. I just write. And then I edit later on, but I just pour it out and then it reach people, you know, and I'm really happy for what it has done for people. Both of them did and continues to do. And I want to get it in schools. My aim, my mission right now is to donate to 1,000 schools, books, my books, which is
that's so much schools
about,
in Jamaica.
Yeah, I was shocked.
I think it's 1,500 schools.
Wow. Including high school, basic, just every...
Yeah, man.
No matter
I
the
believe
range.
it's 1,500 high schools.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you want to go to high school?
Yeah, but I don't not just high schools. That's what I'm saying. I want to go all across because everybody should read. But also, yeah, education is good, but I think more than education, people need inspiration. And that inspiration is what my book offers. Both of them offer that kind of alternative to just living the kind of sheep life that you just follow rules and do things, and then before you know it, you're depressed. Before you know it, even if you're making money, something is out of whack. My books are about understanding first yourself, and then understanding what kind of role you should play in the world so that you live a free, comfortable life, regardless of what go on. Even if shut up your yard, you have a purpose. You can make a film about it and get rich and feed your family and feed
Yeah, because outside of the norms that, you know, Jamaican kids are taught growing up, go to school, get your degree, and everything will set
Get
out
employed.
itself. Like the book touch on some of that. You know, there are other avenues where, you know, you can make money and you can have a good life.
And I said there's a YouTube programmer that makes 40,000 US a month. Did you hear that?
No.
40,000 US a month.
What
You know what they do on the program? Hold on. You know what they do on the program, on the YouTube program? Play with Play-Doh.
Oh.
The thing that my sons watch. because a lot of kids watch it.
Yeah.
And sometimes when the mother or even Debbie washing the plate, she just turn on the YouTube and the kids would watch it and it keeps on looping. And they get AdSense for that.
Yep.
And they advertise on there. And they make $40,000 to be a YouTube programmer.
Yeah. You can never go wrong with kid stuff. Never.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get hit up with,
But how many people are inspired by that? Even you guys, you inspire me because you find a niche that's wicked. Yeah, I interviewed Bounty Killer yesterday. Bounty Killer don't do interviews on the radio.
Really?
Like, check the last one he did.
It's very hard to get Killer. I mean, because I remember doing when I was at RGR and when I was here, it's very hard to get him out of his bed at a certain time. So I would always want to interview him. And I'll book him up on the road and stuff and I'll do interviews with him at events, but never in studio to get him to come and such. It was always a little bit difficult because like he'll tell Sharon, oh, I'm not wake up before this time and they be record at 10 o'clock. I'm not coming nowhere. And I said, alright, that's cool. So
how you feel that you saw Killer at you yesterday? What time you come here?
About 4:30.
Yes, but I record in the mornings. When I was doing that, I was recording in the mornings. Of course, some DJs that get up with them until like 11 o'clock. So but
and
you
what's
guys,
did that come out from Bounty Sundays?
don't you? Yeah. Some of us sleep.
So saying y'all
it's all her, by the way. It's all her.
It was great.
It was all Bounty too.
No, it's both of you. It's both of you. I watched the interview and I saw he was genuinely present.
Yeah.
That kind of present awareness means that y'all are doing something good. You know, to get somebody to be in an interview and pour out them soul in. And once they got angry, then him smile, then him talk about his mother. That's a genuine thing. So which high school, which child should get the inspiration to know that they can be the next Nara and Ari? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And how they're gonna feel that?
You sure want kids growing up to be like
It's not like, oh my God, I want to be a Naro, or oh my God, I want to be an Ari. But I'm inspired because you're young and you're doing what it is that you like to do. This is fun for you. Your job is fun, and it's touching people, it's entertaining people. Your conversations are bringing out more conversations from persons who are doing it and following their passions. You create that platform. You create that privilege, so people can be inspired by that.
Can we stop talking about us?
No, I'm serious. Okay, sorry. No, I'm very proud of you guys.
What I'm really talking about is I want children to be inspired to live free, do what they want to do,
be limited,
and stop thinking limits.
Yeah.
Think outside the box. That's why it's called coloring culture. It means you color outside the original cultural codes that are preset for you to just fall into to become a doctor, lawyer. Then you can't really study the doctor business because your brain is set up so. Your brain really set up for you to run track. If you say Bo's mother sent him to extra math class, and I don't know if she did, instead of to track and field training, as in equal amount, Usain Bolt wouldn't be as great as he is today. Because his DNA, his mechanics, his biochemistry, his entire being is set up to become a runner. He's not set up to be a radio host. You understand? So whatever that child is good at, we have to encourage that instead of trying to fix what they're not good at. Encourage what they're good at. And that's what my books do. My books are explaining chapter by chapter how to get children to use what they have right where they are and become amazing stars. The next industry innovator that we don't even know about yet. Because when I look at YouTube, we never have internet, we never have computer
at the time. True.
So, but
so I know it's going to be something different.
Exactly.
Evolving. Yeah.
And you have to prepare your kids for that as well. The fact that the world is changing and go along with the changes and don't feel so fearful like, oh my God, something new is here. How am I going to fit in? But go along with it. Find out your strengths in whatever it is that they can evolve to be with the world. Move along with it.
That's a good point Debbie touched on. Fear-based teaching, right? So we have this thing where we say, I taught for 10 years, by the way. Taught girls
I learned that,
for 10 years. And that was an interesting thing. But one of the things I observed was that the teachers are afraid of the supervisors. Supervisors are afraid of the principal. Principal is afraid of the chairman. Chairman is afraid of the ministry. The ministry is afraid of the parents. The parents are afraid of the students. And the students are not afraid of anybody. So when you teach fearless children through fear-based education, that's why the problem exists. And this happened worldwide. This is something happening worldwide.
And not just in schools too.
Yeah, we need to have a proper state of the nation where we get together with the thinkers and we understand and we flesh out, not just on radio programs, but on big platforms in national stadium. People come together and try to understand what's going on. Because we can't just live in a fear, or else we're gonna reap fear. And these children are not afraid of nothing.
Right.
Look at them. You think they're afraid of anything? They're coming big and bold, so you have to inspire them, not force education down them head.
Or the way that everybody...
The way that education is set up, right.
Because education is good and
yes.
it's necessary.
Yes.
And you need to learn and research and develop yourself. But you need to have your own personal intuition and learn along lines that are better for you.
That's so true.
That's
what one of the things too, I've always thought that why is it that there are new schools building, but why is it a situation where it's the same schools that are being built? You know, like why not have a high school for arts and develop
exactly.
In Canada, in America,
right? Yeah,
I'd love to send my kid to a school, and Debbie chose a school. What's the name of it?
Fundaciones.
So we're going to give him a plug.
Yeah.
That's a Spanish school.
Yeah, Fundaciones. So it teaches the kids English and Spanish, and they take them as young as 18
My
months.
son.
So bilingual. So you're learning
Yes, man.
okay.
Oh, yes. Yes. By the time I was introduced to Spanish, I never liked it.
And it's too late.
No, seriously. You can't ask me to learn a whole alphabet and phonetic scheme and grammar. Like, you can't ask me to do that again. I'm sorry. Like, you understand? So if you introduce these things to me from I'm able. In fact, when I was at university here and I was doing language communication, and they taught us that between the ages of 0 to 2, a child can actually learn up to 50 languages.
That's true.
50 languages.
What? Here we're thinking that that's 50. Too much.
And they can also learn to swim.
They can learn to do so many things because, so this is the
brain
time.
Is ready to absorb.
Trust me. You give them Google Gaga, knock things. The toys that they're playing with should be educational. The things that they enjoy, education, learning should be fun and a part of their experience growing up. We shouldn't be introducing them like, oh my God, Monday I come here, go to school, you know. You go learn. You got to pay attention to your teacher.
And
it's almost like you're putting on this thing on them like, oh my God, this experience is going to be so different and new, and I don't know what I'm going to do when I get in this space. If you start introducing those things to them from them very early, trust me, it's nothing.
It's like you see kids learning how to use tablets and phones quicker than, elderly people. Like, them have a quicker time understanding,
And I want to make you understand. You make a good point. There's a lady explained to me that her granddaughter who went to one of the best high schools in Jamaica. And we have two different Jamaica. We have the inspired.
Which one?
And the inspiring. And we have those that are not inspired and don't get no inspiration.
Yeah.
But she said, and I know that she's from the inspiring class that inspire their children with proper parenting values and all that. And she said her granddaughter at 14 years old came home one day and said she's bored. And she went online and researched scholarships in Connecticut. And she got the scholarship. And the parent had to send her because it didn't cost them nothing. And she went to boarding school in Connecticut from being bored and being innovative and looking up things that are available online. Now, you don't just get that as a regular child. That's something that you have to develop inside of you.
True.
Children, when they're bored, need to be inspired.
Engaged.
To do they need to be engaged because they might just not gonna learn in this particular way. And just allow them to teach you something.
You think it's a situation where, I mean, I think teacher go watch YouTube or something.
No, Netflix is very popular. Stop it. Well, if they don't do that, students will watch and say, Mesa, on Nightly Fix. No, we don't want that.
But no, I'm saying that you think it's a situation where, I don't want to say lazy, but it's just, them can't bother to learn something else. Yeah,
teachers are.
Yeah, to teach,
it's very
teach a different way.
Trust me, let me tell you, I had the same kind of question happening in my head a couple of years ago because I remember some of the biggest influences that I can still remember on my life have been my teachers. I mean, from grade 1 come right up, and I remember those who treated me well. And I remember those who were horrible to me.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I have one called Miss Bailey, and she was actually... Miss Bailey, no, I love her. But let me tell you why. I want to call those... Miss Bailey, I could call some names, but I'm going to call the good ones. But Miss Bailey in particular, Miss Bailey was the one who actually introduced me to communication.
Mhm.
And she said to me, boy, Debbie, right, good, have you ever thought about journalism? And I said, no, lawyer more answering. But the more I thought about it, I was like, God, do I really want to stay around a table all day researching and reading papers?
Yeah.
So Paula Ann Porter came to my school one day and she said, you know what? Go ahead and be on the air with her for the duration. And I did that.
You
And
got
it was
that
that
opportunity.
experience that made me know in that time
That you
that,
could.
hey, I read a
That's
magazine, and then from radio to TV, and then from TV to overall media. And, but because she saw the potential in me, I was able to actually unlock something in myself I didn't know existed.
Yeah, isn't that special though to have somebody who is able to allow you to see something beyond yourself? Because that's what we're limited to from our own experience, and our parents, their own experience, to say, well, I know lawyers and they make good money and I want my child to make good money. So Debbie,
But the
lawyer.
teacher, you see the teacher? Because at the end of the day, you send your child to school Monday to Friday. You send a child to school from in the morning to the evening. The person who's getting the most of the child is the teacher.
8 hours live.
It's the teacher.
And they get 2 hours with you before they
You
fall
understand?
asleep.
And then when they come home in the evening, they do homework and such, and then they go back to school for the following day, and for the weekend, and preparing themselves again for school the following week. You understand? So you have some of them doing it. Trust me, like you want to say, you only come here to get your paycheck and go yard. Obviously, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But you have to understand the responsibility of educating a mind that is in the process of molding and becoming is a very great responsibility.
So then
Well,
the flip side.
I want to mention something about lawyers and the perception people have of especially lawyers. I was reading this research the other day when I was researching for my next book. And it stated that although everybody wants to go into law and they probably make more money, a lot of them are depressed. So what's the value of being a lawyer and making money when your head hot?
Unless you don't really like it. You don't really like it, then fine. If that's you, then
Because it's
fine.
a stressful job.
Yeah.
Like, that might not be really what you want to do, but because of money, you're going to do it. Like, where's your peace? Like, how are you going to find peace in something you don't like?
Well, you can find peace with your money and you can go.
Nonsense.
No,
Same bar.
because here one, no. If you don't
You don't even know when you make money.
you have to be able to perform at the level at which you can earn in the amount that you want to earn.
And when
You know
you
what I
make
mean?
the money, that's when you're going to realize, like,
Yeah.
something don't add up. Something don't make sense right now. I have this money,
I
but
do have those problems.
No, you guys don't have those problems.
it's rich people lawyer problems.
Yeah. But that's why it's important though. Like when you find something that moves you, when you find something that really makes you feel fulfilled, you get up every single day, you can do it with ease. Like every day, I'm sure you guys are gonna be like, oh my God, me have to go work today. No. But you come inside there with such enthusiasm, you want to interview the people, this is what you love to do.
Yeah.
And so it's just free flowing. It comes easy to you, and I think that's exactly where people should direct their energies and make it better, improve upon it, grow within the job, evolve with it, and make it big and to the level at which it is putting even more money into your pocket. So that's exactly what you need to teach your children.
And I think that creativity too is part of the things that I don't know if you can teach it, but is one way people can teach and do the regular things, but then once you're creative, you're able to find other ways of making money or doing something on what you've been good at, so like, a teacher who do one thing and them just teach from 8 or 7 o'clock to 2:30, but then you have the other teacher who's able to say, you know what, I can probably teach an extra class, or I can probably do tutoring, or I can probably do a book, outside of that to create another stream of income. So I think is that creativity too is one thing that
creativity is everything.
Yeah.
We are all created. But sometimes you have to know why you're creating. Because a lot of what is created is just creation for creating sake. And people we see even in the music, people creating music that's about killing another person. They say it's art, and it can be artsy because putting words together is a high level of sophistication. But to what end? The same way you gave that flow, the same way you could actually uplift your people.
The song was said, the tingle.
No, that's whoever put the song together is really creative. But I feel like that person could have just make a real tune.
You don't know. No, sir.
I make a real tune.
What are you talking about? That is a real tune.
What you mean by I don't know? I don't know nothing. I'm still waiting for you to tell me. I'm not sure. I'm here searching for it. I don't know.
Debbie.
And creativity creativity.
don't know.
I'm not talking about censorship because by no means am I saying, yo, I'm not enough for singing gun tune or whatever. Because music is a zeitgeist of what is. But creativity cannot be singular. There are different polarities to human existence. We're not just gunshot people. We're teachers, we're radio hosts, we have different loving experiences, we have all kinds of different experiences. And if you are creating and you're a real creator, yeah, you might have your gun tune, but if you're a real creator, you have some other songs too that would speak to your polarity and how you are digging into the recesses of your mind.
The same thing we talk with Killer about yesterday.
Somewhere else, you know, because, and then another big thing is, a lot of them have some narrow experiences. Yeah. Very narrow experiences. So, them probably need for travel. And if you can't travel, watch some show, brethren. Watch some documentary. YouTube, read my books. Read Coloring Culture and Jazz Up and get some inspiration. Go a different place mentally and see when you go, meditate. Remember when music used to make off a meditation? Be strong, while a firm meditation. One day, things must get better. Don't you go down, keep it above the water. Don't tell me it's not a meditation.
Yeah, man. You have to like...
A big tune that not just come up out of making mechanics and stuff.
Just
that come up off of meds.
Trust me.
And then, when him done, he couldn't have said nothing but, be strong, while a firm meditation. Donovan Jeremy tell me about how I'm living while I'm living to the far. Him send that song a cappella to Big A before him put the rhythm on it. And him say Big A pull it up must about 10 times. With the a cappella, you know. That's when music was being made off of meditation. Your intuitive spirit was coming forth and belting out words. Now would you love him gun pan and you know? But him going to the deep parts of him and him come out with something creative. So you have to go somewhere else mentally as a creator. And when you come back, make we hear where you find. Don't just sing about a little existence, alright, so. Because the thing deep, the thing bigger than your little world, wherever you live. The thing big and the thing can be, you can heal yourself and heal a nation as a creator if you go deep within yourself.
Some of them you don't care about healing nation.
That's even themselves. No, but why they want to make money? To heal themselves, really, you know? Because they have a need to heal themselves from poverty and all kinds of other limiting existence. But they don't understand that the way to money is not really money. The way to money is to create, develop, and become so attractive that money
that will find you. That will attract money.
Have to. I don't remember what it is, but or who said it, but somebody said that the way to make money is to serve people.
Oh, it is. I told you. It is. Yeah. If you want to make $1 billion, serve 1 billion people.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to expand anything, if you want to be happy, make somebody happy.
McDonald's.
Then found out.
Serve 1 billion people.
True.
If you're depressed right now, if you're depressed, and if you're hearing this, anybody that's depressed, if you want to be happy today, this minute, make somebody happy right now. And see how you feel. And if you have a happy friend that has another happy friend who also have a happy friend, you're 1, 2, 3 times happy. Because happiness is infectious. That's how it works. It's a nice connecting link, but you have to trigger it first, you know, and that's how creativity works and come back to us. Nice. I know that matter about in a curling.
Well, Debbie, you are going with several things, and now you move from one thing and you have several ventures moving on to.
I stay uncomfortable now. I must tell you, I stay uncomfortable because I'm gonna say this, and people are gonna be like, "Why?" But it's almost like. I want more out of myself in particular, because not necessarily in life, but you see that same unlocking things within you that you did not know existed. I am for that. I am for expanding and growing in every way possible. Anything at all that can get me to a next level of myself, I want that. You know, so yes, I'm doing my own thing now.
You know, stay the same with man.
No, I'm more consistent where those things are concerned.
Okay. I wonder somebody I get my protection. Yeah, you know, so I keep
I can't. Let me tell you something.
Glory, let us collect a offering here.
I'm gonna collect an offering. Listen, let me tell you, he's part of the reason why I am how I am today. Because before we even thought about ever becoming a thing, he used to manage me at a point for a very short period. We knocked it a couple of times because strong personalities and such in business. Yes, but
I just back down like whoa.
my head's strong. Seriously, I am, and I'm.
It still is.
I'm very stubborn. I'm very stubborn. I'm a very when I put my mind to. When I put my mind to, okay, thanks. I just want to know what you're doing when you're pointing.
You're that cutie.
Anyway, thanks. So if I set my mind towards something or a goal now, trust me, me I go feet. And, I just decided that, it's time again for me to move. When I assessed everything, the reason why I moved from RGR is because, although I love media, and when we tell you I love media, I could get up every single day and come at the radio station and go to get up every single day and go on the television and go record the show. But after a while, it kind of became monotonous. And, I always talk about this, trip, but I went to South Korea, for a while on invitation of the ambassador there. And when I came back, I was like, when I looked at the young people in South Korea and how quickly things were changing and how, they were vibrant and exuberant about creating and moving. And then I went to the Samsung museum and then Samsung started a supermarket. I want to look, Samsung have washing machine and them have this and that. And I went to another hotel in a nearby, island there.
No,
they ain't waiting on nobody. And there's a Samsung toilet that heats up to your body temperature when you're there. And they've innovated this thing. You understand? Wow. When you reach 35 there as a manager in Samsung, you have to move.
Really?
Because there's a young person coming
get that fresh toilet
to your job.
That's fact?
Yeah, it's fact. What? Yes. You understand? So
you have to what?
You have to move out of the position because there's a young person who's coming in with fresh ideas.
Imagine if that happened in Jamaica.
You understand? But here,
fellow Jamaicans, I want to tell you about Samsung. And the nature
people don't believe in a leaving job.
No, let me tell you why. Because, and I can understand why. They're a technology-driven company. You understand? So they want fresh ideas. They want
youth is what drives technology.
Exactly.
Youth drives culture and youth drives technology.
I could not come back to Jamaica and do the same old thing. So I wanted to do more. Unfortunately, that did not fit in with the business model of RGR, and that's okay. So I went along on my way to a company who facilitated me growing and learning more. And I wanted to understand how companies operated, entertainment companies, in fact, operated at an international level. And what better place to do than Bob Marley Group, because it's an international brand. And I went in there as a brand manager, did my thing for 3 years. I think I did okay. I did okay. I did fairly okay. Learned a lot, and being around a family-owned business that inspired me a lot as well. I was like, wow, these people are really about their family. They're about maintaining their father's legacy. They're about growing and evolving, and the brand and the legacy is always growing and evolving. And I'm like, wow, but I could do this as well for my family. It'd be nice when my son gets older, him can say, boy, mommy did left this for me, So I'm going to develop it and, build upon it. So I said to myself, well, God has given me enough skill sets and I've grown in it, and I want to grow some more. And the only way I can actually pay attention to it is to give it more time and attention. And so I've gotten to the point now where I say, all right, you know what, fine, let me just direct my attention and expertise and all of that to my own stuff. So I'm full-time doing my own thing. I have my company called Bissoon Productions, and I do content creation and everything, and I still host events, and I just do what I want to do Monday to Friday.
Universe, right? Yes.
And yesterday I hosted the opening of Breathless Beach Resorts.
Oh.
Right. Breathless Montego Bay Resort and Spa. That's the extension of Secrets in Mobay. Right.
By the way, that's the best. No, I don't have a jacket.
The Prime Minister
your
with
story,
her. No, that's okay.
Breathless was the best hotel I've ever been to.
Wow.
And I've seen.
When
Can't
I
imagine
said
it's
the things were
expensive,
nice and high tech
When
inside the
I
room.
When I go? Like,
We're just coming from
No,
there.
yesterday we're just coming straight from there.
If I saw the baby, then
No.
Narrow. Like, I don't know. Big up to the persons who are that deliberate, who can actually remember those things. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't remember though. I wasn't so deliberate. That's all.
Can I talk, please?
Yeah.
Can I talk?
Yes, Ari.
What's it like though? What's the how breathless? Like how much it costs to stay?
So honey, I don't know. But
we're not trying to give Breathless no plug.
No, mama, let me tell you.
That's a check.
But
I really think.
All right, It's true, it's fine.
You know how sometimes, I mean, and I'm not going to call any hotel name, but you know, sometimes as a resident in your own country, you go to hotel and you don't get the best treatment from your own people. It was a different experience. When you go through the door, welcome to the party, because it's
you were hosting.
No, man, this is everybody.
Really?
Everybody. No matter your color, no matter where you come from.
Like, there's a foam party popping off way over the pool.
Trust me.
Okay.
Real.
If you ever been to hedonism, it's like a sophisticated version
Of hedonism.
of hedonism.
Like,
they just need a nude section.
Because I was just about to ask.
They don't have a nude section. They don't have a nude section. But I think they have a.
But it's where you want to go to have a vacation.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
It is very nice.
It's
Very, very
real
nice.
nice.
The
The
rooms
room
are high tech.
It's plush. Everything is button press.
Go up on my
open
Instagram
curtain,
and look at it.
I do
this-
actually, but me like it.
DEBBISSOON. Go
You
on the
can
story.
clap on Jeffrey Coleman.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
So let's
That's
talk
fine.
more
It's
about
pretty
Bissoon Productions, though.
Yes,
So
sweetheart.
it's just you're content creating. So it's a situation where you're making a TV show.
Well, yeah, man. I've always been doing television shows. I think I've been very silent where it concerns my producing background. I mean, I've done a couple of productions. I've done stuff where I've done commercials for companies.
You did have a show with a round table of like
Yes,
you, Denny.
Chatterbox.
Yes,
Chatterbox on Flow. That was not my production, but I was a
Okay.
part of that.
Yeah.
That was on Flow TV. I've done stuff for Hans. I've done stuff for Swiss Miss. We've done Young Chefs. I don't know if you've ever watched the show, the cooking show where you have the kids cooking off against each other. That was on TVJ for a while. Season 2 is coming back up, so I'm starting that as well. And we did No Violence in Love. We're doing a school tour next year in celebration of the 1-year anniversary of it. If you've been to Carib, you see that come on before the movie starts. So yeah, man. So I've done quite a bit. So I've done a lot of programming
We're about to do a reality show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you much about
Okay,
it.
tell you about
show?
that. Yeah, we are about to do a
Is it
Wait.
ratchet?
Centered around the growing farm and
No.
There might be some ratchetness. We can't control people. I can't tell people what to do.
Yeah.
If they're going to ratchet, I'm like, turn the camera, quick.
Yeah. And I mean, there are several other productions in the pipeline. I mean, I love to do. Ari, to be honest with you, I'm the kind of person who I come talk about it after I don't do it. You understand? So I don't want to just tell you and say, all right, when we go back next 3 months, you're not talk about it, you're going to see it manifest. I want after I create, say, yo guys, tune in to this station at this time. This is happening. Watch it. It's going to be awesome. So probably the next time I come, I can tell you guys exactly. Yeah, man. This is what's coming on TV at this particular time. But enough things are happening.
You have anything else to plug when we get in a new book?
New book coming next year, January, thereabout.
Okay.
But I just dropped a live album.
Yeah.
By Slash.
Okay.
And that album has 13 tracks, executive produced by yours truly and all my children.
You do a DJ type thing.
Yeah.
Sad. I saw a build legacy, man.
Legacy,
No,
black
I can
excellency.
relate to Khaled to a T. You see, I treat all my children equal. No, but when my first son was born, Jesus.
He was a king.
Like, there's nothing else that mattered in the world.
Simba birth and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Simba, man. I remember seeing it. That's when my life changed. That's why I could relate to Khaled. How, you got to work and you got to change your ideas about what is, because these children are going to come up and inherit whatever you created.
Exactly.
And you can't just work for people. Damon Dash have this thing where he said, you work for your last name, not your first name. If you work for your first name, that means you work for somebody. You work for your last name, you can hand your children your legacy. And that's what I'm about. I'm about building legacy system. You can't have children and not thinking legacy. But even if you don't have children, you must think about putting your name on the marquee, putting your name on the logo. Your name must be established in what you're doing. Or else you're going to reach 65, get a pension, and realize the pension can't support you. And then it's like,
Yeah.
tripping.
The sad thing about that,
I'm creating music.
Yeah.
I'm creating films. I'm writing books. I'm going on book tours. I'm doing all of that. I'm doing dope things with Debbie Bissoon. All of that I'm dropping. You're saying Devil.
No, I was just saying that the sad thing is that there's so many creative people out there, every single day behind cubicles, every single day.
Oh, yeah.
And they're frustrated. And a lot of them can't even pinpoint, why am I so sad? Oh my God, why the clock don't reach 5 o'clock yet? And if they really look within themselves and you hear the stories, I've always wanted to do this, then why don't you do it? Get up and do it.
You don't have the money.
No, but hear what? That's the thing. Exactly. You start where you are. It's not even an excuse now in 2017. Trust me.
Because you ever, and I don't know if I've said this before, but you ever got this inkling, this idea, and then you don't do it,
And then
and then
somebody
you
else
see
do
somebody.
it.
I
Kill you.
think that's
Well,
God working.
Kill
That's
you.
God taking the idea from you and saying, yo, you can't manage my blessing right now. Let me give it to this brother. And then this brother who, in his spirit, probably not
I
even as
need it.
talented as
Yeah.
you, but he saw the idea through to the end and then you look stupid. That's God showing you that ideas don't belong to you.
Yeah.
True.
They belong to the Lord, and we are going to make it, because it's about the world becoming and evolving into a perfect place. Not about you. You're just a vessel bringing whatever idea you have into the world.
Amen. I believe we're out of time, but
Yes.
Donovan, Debbie, tell the people where them can follow your social media.
I think she's Debbie Bissoon everywhere.
Yeah, it's Debbie Bissoon. DEBBIEBISSOON on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter,
Yeah.
everywhere.
She got like 1 million followers.
I ain't got no million followers. Really?
They're like a whole cult.
No, I wish it was so.
Call them the Debites.
No,
Debbie
never do
Bissoon.
Like
that.
how Rihanna call her the
Navy.
Navy. Like you should give you. Like,
I'll think
We're the
about
fixed
it.
nation.
My son Sai have him on Instagram account, and trust me, if him followers, them go harder for him. Yeah, if him, his
How
followers
much
go
you,
harder for him.
I see that you have it.
And
but I
his
never
name-
know it was for
His name
serious.
is Josiah. Debbie calls him King
King
Sai,
Sai.
and people thinking you're
Kingsley.
Kingsley.
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
you get it?
I would
Why you
never
get Kingsley?
have anybody by the name of Kingsley. That is a 1975
That's all like a taxi man name.
Good. Kingsley, come carry me go up a hill. Me have a bag them for a market. And my social media, all of them, Ultra Manifesta, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah.
All
Find me,
right.
Donovan Watkis everywhere.
Bless up again for coming through.
Yes.
Of course.
Donovan,
Thank you, man. It's
big time.
always lovely
Anytime,
talking
and
to you.
congratulations, guys, and grow.
Much thanks,
I want to see the Nightly Fix TV show. It's a recap of all the highlights,
Why don't
like,
y'all let
all
us
of the
produce it?
strong,
Oh, gosh.
all of the strong content for the weekend. You guys
Let's
look at
talk.
review.
Let me talk
We'll
business.
do it.
No, I'm serious. We'll do it. We'll do it.
No, this is easy, you know.
No, it's an easy 1, 2, 3.
Easy.
We could do it in the morning.
First of all, you have your crew
I'm serious.
already.
Like,
so
I'm
this is-
serious. We
this
could
is
do it
really
1,
easy.
2, 3.
All right. We're going to talk more after this.
All right.
And then this soon, Donovan Watkis is a fix, people.
We've reached the end of the interview.
Or survive, whichever.
Or survived. All right, so don't forget to subscribe using the logo button over there. And please remember, you can watch all the other interviews over there. Follow us on all social media channels at Nightly Fix. And please remember to give this video a big thumbs up.
And don't forget to drop a comment telling us to go suck our moms as well.
Or call you a batty boy.
Whichever floats your boat, whichever.
Whichever.
Yeah.
Bye.